put it on top. No, it won't work. Current position. I come to the layers panel, click and hold on the black layer, and I will move it up whilst I'm still holding. Okay, I will not release my hand from the mouse button. Then I will bring it on top of the yellow and release my hand. Okay, so you see the change happening here, right? Yes, the yellow is now behind the black. If you want to revert it or get it back, you just pull it and bring it down, and it works that for you. You can also bring the move. Sorry for that. You can also bring the move down here. Okay, so you can work with each however you would like it. I hope we get it here. Okay, so now let's see some other features as well. I think the layers, a little bit of this explanation can do for now. But we see when we started, we have this last one already here. That's the background, and it has this sort of padlock here. I don't know if you can see it. I'm moving a cursor around it. Okay, so this padlock here, okay, it shows that it has been locked. Yes, that's the meaning of a padlock. Yeah, it has been locked, so you can't move this background, unlike the other elements like the yellow. I can move around, but with this white background I can't move it because of this lock around here. You see, when I tried it, they gave me a warning. Could not use the move tool because of the layer is locked. Sorry. Okay, so in order to move this tool, we have to we have to unlock it. And how do we do that? We come to the padlock here and we double click on it. Okay, so it will give us a new layer. Then you click on OK. It will name it as layer 0. You can still change it however you want it, or you can still make it the background. Okay, now you see that the padlock has been moved. Alright, so let's try to use the move tool on the background and see if it will work for us. Okay, you see it's working for us now. Okay, now the background is unlocked, so we can move it however we want it. Now let's see something here. This part of the work area, we have a checkbox here, while the white background is here. This checkbox, whenever you see it, it represents transparent background. Okay, it means this background is transparent. You cannot have anything. When you, after saving it, you see it has been a transparent and you will not see anything there. Okay, so that's how it works. We can pull the white back again and you can lock it again if you want to. Okay, but let's just move on. And yesterday, or sorry, not yesterday, the last video I made, I think it was some days back. Okay, so you let me lock it so that it doesn't worry. You just click on this to lock it. Okay, we looked at something when I was using the eraser tool, okay, on one of the layers, okay, and it wasn't affecting the layers, and I asked who could come up with a solution. Why is it coming up that way? But I think no one had a comment below. I would have loved it when you gave your comments. I know that next time you give out your comments so that we also benefit from you. Okay, so before you can work these shapes out, okay, in a Photoshop app, okay, these are in the Photoshop app right now, right, but you cannot use any effects on them. Okay, before you can use any effects on these shapes or anything you apply in Photoshop, we have to convert it into the Photoshop's mode of understanding. Okay, so that's the term we call rasterizing. Okay, I have to rasterize this shape before I can work with it. I can use the brush effect on it, I can use the eraser effect on it. If not, I can never use it on it. Okay, so let me try to use the eraser effect on it and you see how it's going to operate. You see we have a warning sign on it. It's not coming. They are telling us this shape layer must be rasterized before. Okay, so we have to do rasterize this shape. or convert it into the Photoshop version before we can apply any effect to it. So how do we rasterize it? Okay, so with the rasterizing, you just come to the layers panel. Okay, you select the particular object you want to rasterize, and then you right click on it. You see all these options will pop up. Okay, blending options, duplicate layer, and so on. And under the convert to smart object, you have the rasterize layer. Okay, so you just click on it and you see there's a change here. Okay, there's a change in its thumbnail or icon over here. So it means now we can apply the eraser to it. Let's go and try it. Okay, so let's try it. You see that now the eraser is cleaning it out. Okay, so you just rasterize any object you want to apply, and you get it back. Okay, you can also undo, and if you want to undo anything, you come to edit. Okay, you come to edit, then you come to undo eraser. Come to do undo eraser, and you see that it has popped back up. Okay, you can also use the keyboard shortcut Control Alt plus Z or Z. Okay, using these three combination will automatically revert it. So let me clean it again, and I use Control Alt Z, and it comes back up. Okay, so that's with the reverting and the use of the eraser. Now let's move on. Sorry, the last thing I'm going to show you for today, and then we can close for today and meet another time for more lessons on the Photoshop. We don't have to go in a rush. Okay, rushing this course will confuse you. Okay, so now let's look at how to save our works. Okay, how to save our works in a form of pictures or whatever form. Now you go to file if you want to save your work, then come to save as. Okay, for a fresh start, if you are saving it for the first time, you go to save as. Okay, then you click on it. Now you see here Untitled 1. Okay, so I can change the name to tutorial. Okay, now under the tutorial, you have the format here. Okay, so you click on it. You see there are so many options. The first one is the Photoshop PSD format. Okay, this will save it in the form of a template, so that whenever you want to come back and make changes in your work, you'll be able to do it. You get it? Yeah, so in any time maybe you made a spelling mistake, you want to come and rectify it, you come here and you save it in the PSD format. You always have to save your work in this format, because you don't know whenever you want to get some changes done. Okay, so it's better to always get this your work saved in two formats, either the PSD format or in a picture form. This will not save the work in the picture form. It will save it as we have here. This is an example of a PSD file. The one here, top PSD file, 30.1 megabytes. Okay, the PSD files have a huge size. Okay, it has size according to whatever you did in the work. Now let's look at the picture format as well. We can save it in. First, we have the JPEG. Okay, the JPEG will save it in a high quality picture with less capacity or less storage. You get it? Then these are some examples of the JPEG. The thumbnail and top we have here. There are some JPEG I saved. Okay, and one last one we can save it in is the PNG. Okay, with the PNG, your work wouldn't have any background. Okay, normally we use the PNGs on logos and stuff. When you save a work in PNG and it doesn't have a background, the picture too wouldn't have a background. But when you save it in a JPEG, it will automatically give it a white background. Yeah, that's how the JPEG works. But the PNG will not give it any background. We get it? Okay, so we can also save it in a PDF or in other formats. But for now, let's go with the Photoshop PSD. Okay, so click on save after choosing your format. I'm saving it to the desktop. You always check the location you are saving it to. So the desktop, then I click on save Photoshop format. Okay, then I click OK. I can minimize my work. I'll see it in my desktop tutorial. That's what we have over here. Okay, so I'll end today's lesson here. Next time we meet, we will have so much fun next time. Okay, we'll be going into much details the next time we meet. We'll be looking at a lot of things, a lot of shapes, complex ones, and other tools that are very, very important that we need to understand. Okay, so I would advise you to keep around. Okay, subscribe to the channel so that you always get up to date on it. Maybe I will not be sharing it around for you to see it. Okay, but if you subscribe to the channel, you always get notifications in your notification bar, then you can watch the video. Okay, so I'll end here for today. Goodbye and see you next time.